Hello, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. My deep apologies. Wow, I am running late. I could give all sorts of excuses, but the truth is, I didn't stay connected to God. I didn't stay centered in myself, and I let fear and stress with another situation get the best of me. So my deep apologies. Wow, teaching this work is very humbling. It's very, very rewarding, but it's also very humbling, which is a good thing. Bruno Groening said, he who puts himself above other people will find himself on the floor in no time, which I understand to mean that if you think you're better than other people, then God or life will very quickly show you that that's not true. So it's the fourth day of Christmas. And I'm really, there's a part of me that wants to be like, well, Christmas is over. Let's just get on with life. And of course, I am living, and I assume most people watching this are not sort of on some kind of complete retreat this Christmas season, though if you are, that's amazing. But it is, what a shift of perspective. It is for me anyway, to just say the word Christmas season, right? The way I was sort of taught or thought about Christmas is Christmas happens on Christmas Day and then it's over. But that's not what Bruno Groening taught. And then as I've done some research into the history, certain Christian churches have said, no, that's not the case at all, that it truly is a season. And then Bruno Groening added the very interesting detail, which I'd never heard before, that it's a sanctified season. That during this season, there's a special energy or grace or dispensation available. So, hi, Michael Power Flowers. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Forever. And I said this at the beginning of the video, but my apologies to all of you. I got started late. What I'm reminded of is that many people, Bruno Groening would tell people to take time to reflect and take time to tune in. And people would say, oh, I don't have time. And Bruno would have different responses, but one of those responses is, well, if you don't have time, sooner or later you will have time. And he went on to elaborate, meaning that if you don't tend to the spiritual life, and a huge part of the spiritual life is tending to our body, and sooner or later you're going to end up in bed, and you'll have a lot of time. Bruno would say things like, use time wisely. He also pointed out that our time here on this earth is limited. Something which I'd say modern culture, and I know I fall into that habit of forgetting that my time here is limited in this body. I am an immortal soul with more time than I know what to do with on my spiritual journey. But in terms of this part of my journey, it's going to come to an end. So I fall short, yet every day I strive to make good use of my time. What's good use of your time? Well, Bruno Groening said it very simply. I'll paraphrase, but he said, making good use of time is taking this divine energy into your body so that you can then ward off evil. It sounds so simple, right? Take in this energy, ward off evil. But if I understand Bruno's teachings correctly, and I think I do, on this topic anyway, we're locked in the middle of a very primal, vicious battle between good and evil. And we need to be full of energy so that we can participate and say no to evil thoughts and negative feelings. And so to do that, we need divine help. How to get divine help? Very simply, taking in this good energy so that we can also live well. Life goes so much. All of us have had a day where we just feel really tired. Life isn't fun on those days. Even if we have fun activities planned, if we're not full of energy, then it's kind of a drag. So let's take a little time and make good use of time and fill ourselves up. Taking in the good. Nicola wrote, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside's awaken," by Carl Jung. Hey, Gerald. Bruno called people to listen deeply inside themselves. You know, he would say things like, follow God. And it's very easy to hear that and then to look as if God is far away. But Bruno was very adamant that God lives within us. It's a profound mystical statement. And I can repeat it, and it boggles the mind. But we can look deep within and see what we find. Bruno was very adamant that we take care of our bodies. You know, he literally said that, here's a quote from Bruno, "God has given you this wonderful body, but just as you hold valuable earthly gifts in great respect, you should have regard for this greatest divine gift, your body, and protect it from the assaults of evil. That is, you should take care to never let something that is not good come into you or casually expose your body to danger. It is truly the most valuable good that a human being possesses on this earth. Do not forget this and always be thankful that you are able to be alive here." That's an interesting perspective. Our body is a gift. I've heard different people in different traditions talk about the body as a temple, and to treat it with honor and care. That's true. I know I struggle with, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, it's so easy to forget that this is my most valuable possession as opposed to something else. And yet our whole earthly life revolves around this gift. So let's fill it up with more good energy, asking for order and health for it. All right, friends, I need to pause here. Again, my apologies for starting a little late. Thank you to everyone who joined in and took time to watch this video. And I wish everyone here a good, renewed Christmas season. Mm-hmm. It feels like there's one more thing that wants to be said. You know, there's the extreme, which Nicola just pointed out, of there's no soul, there's just a body. Like, we are our body. And there's the other spiritual, I don't even want to call it that, extreme of the body has no consequence. Ignore it. It has no value. Don't put any attention on it. And so somewhere in between is this idea that we are a soul and that this body is a gift. So if I understand Bruno correctly on this matter, he's asking us to be mindful of who and what we are and to care for this body and treat it as a precious, precious gift. So yeah, let's tune in together for just a couple more minutes, or I'm going to, and you're all invited. All right, dear ones. Hope to see and feel you very soon. Take care. Much love.